Step into a seed swap in 2026, and you are looking at the foundation of a local homestead economy. Bringing unverified, dead, or diseased seeds to one of these trading tables actively damages your reputation. Worse, it directly harms your neighbor's harvests. To prevent this, successful homesteaders use the Autonomy Standard Operating Procedure for seed purity auditing. This is a rigorous, step-by-step verification process to ensure heirloom seed quality. True seed sovereignty requires absolute certainty. You must know exactly what is inside the envelope before you hand it to someone else. Step 1 is verifying the original genetic source. Any seed entering a swap must originate from open-pollinated, or OP, stock. Open-pollinated means the plant will produce seeds that grow into offspring identical to the parent. You must separate your open-pollinated stock from F1 hybrids. F1 hybrids are the first-generation offspring of two distinct parent varieties, artificially crossed by breeders to produce specific, temporary traits. If you save seeds from a hybrid plant, they will not grow true to type. The offspring will be completely unpredictable, carrying unstable genetics that are useless to the recipient. If you cannot trace your original planting stock back to an open-pollinated source with 100% certainty, keep those seeds for personal experiments. They are unfit for community trade. Once you verify the source, audit the physical growing conditions. The primary threat to seed purity is accidental cross-pollination by insects or wind. This map illustrates isolation distance, the physical space required between plants to stop them from sharing pollen. Corn requires a massive 2,000-foot gap. Lacking space, use isolation by time. By staggering planting, one crop's flowering ends completely before the next begins. Warning tone. You also have to check the edges of your property. Certain crops will cross-pollinate with wild relatives growing nearby, which immediately invalidates your seed's purity. This infographic demonstrates the genetic diversity minimum, the lowest number of parent plants needed for a resilient gene pool. Saving seeds from just one plant creates weak genetics. You need a minimum of 5 plants for standard crops and at least 50 for corn. Auditing isolation distances and plant counts guarantees the seeds you trade possess robust, pure genetics. These are the specific traits required to survive pests and climate stress in the next generation. With the genetics verified, we move to the physical state of the harvested material. This starts with the strict 3-year rule for seed age. Though seeds can germinate after 5 years, Etiquette demands bringing seeds no older than 3 years. This guarantees high germination rates for the person receiving them. You must also address the severe biohazard of bringing plant divisions, roots, or soil to a seed swap. Soil is a primary vector for diseases and invasive pests. It easily spreads destructive threats like jumping worms, a highly aggressive invasive earthworm that rapidly consumes vital topsoil nutrients, directly into local gardens. Responsible homesteaders practice a zero-tolerance policy for soil at seed swaps. Enforcing a strictly clean seeds-only rule protects the local ecosystem from invasive destruction. The final step is transferring your audited, clean seeds into a sterile envelope. This creates the pedigree package. You must write 3 non-negotiable data points on every envelope: the specific crop type, the exact variety name, and the year harvested. To elevate your reputation as a grower, add advanced data points. Explicitly state the isolation method you used, like time isolated, and list the exact number of plants the seeds were gathered from. Finally, include your name and contact information on the packet. This establishes accountability and allows the recipient to reach out for future troubleshooting. A meticulously labeled envelope transforms an unknown, risky handful of seeds into a highly valuable, fully traceable asset that commands respect at the trading table. You have now executed a rigorous quality control audit to produce a premium agricultural product. Trading this fully vetted, expertly labeled seed packet face-to-face with a fellow homesteader directly builds strong community trust. Adhering to these strict standard operating procedures protects local biodiversity and safeguards your neighbor's food supply. It cements your legacy as a trusted master seed keeper in the 2026 homesteading network.